Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about Dekaron's 2017 Valentine's Day event. Love is in the air. This year's Valentine's Day season has much more for you to offer than just love and chocolate. You will have 3 Valentine's Day events open for everyone to join, as well as a special daily login reward, themed random boxes, and much more. As always, participating in bravely killing monsters pays off as you will be able to find sweet and buffing items all over. Weird wording, as always. Anyway, guys, here we are. We're talking about the 2017 Valentine's event. So before making this review, the first thing I did is I watched my review from 2016. I wanted to see how I felt. As you can guess, with most things, I complained, and I wasn't extremely happy with it just because the drop rates weren't very good. Although this year, it's pretty much just a downgraded version of the event from last year, I would say. Anyway, let's look at the actual event stuff that's going on here. Looting love. Now you hunt with more aid of love. Once again, weird wording, sorry. Grab this buff item dropping on the fields. It will give you a great boost for 10 minutes. And yes, if you were wondering, it has the exact same stats as Valentine's Day chocolate. I don't know if they stack together. I haven't tested it. You get the cacao, same as last year, which you can exchange with NPC Esteban to get Valentine's Day random boxes, which it actually doesn't say here, but it's the same as last year. You can exchange the cacao with Esteban. And there is a login event, Valentine's Day 15 days. Now, there's a couple interesting things with these and bugs, and we're going to kind of get into that a little bit later in the video. The first thing I want to mention, though, is the cacao can only be obtained from the Valentine's Day login events and from drops. There is no daily quest to get the cacao like last year, so it's a little bit harder to get the cacao this year. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to move in game here and talk a little bit about some of the stuff in there, and then from there we're gonna come back to some more pictures and talk about that some more. So basically, for the in-game stuff, it's pretty much the same thing as last year, although this year there is a new NPC called Yuki. In parentheses, does that say girl? Yeah. I don't know why they had to specify that was a girl, but it is. And you can go here to get your daily Valentine's Day event. Although there is a glitch where if you've completed it already, you can't get it right now, or it left you off where you were last year, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then when you do get your cacaos, just like last year, you come up to the NPC Esteban, which they didn't even mention in the post, to exchange your Valentine's Day random boxes for your cacaos. It's funny because, I knew this because this is how it was last year, but if you've never had this event before, they don't even mention that this is where you exchange your cacaos. And on the cacaos themselves, I don't even think it tells you to go to Esteban. So I'm not sure how they expected people to know that, but it's a little silly. So to finish off, let's look at a couple images here. And I apologize, the quality isn't the best. I don't have a lot of time to fix them up, but take a quick look here. So the new love buff is exactly the same as the Valentine chocolate buff. So I don't even know if they stack on top of each other. Someone would have to test that. One kind of interesting thing is the love buff on the bottom. It says available until White Day. I have no idea what that means. Part of me is like, oh, is that like a spoiler? Like, is something interesting going to happen when these candies are removed? By the way, the candies will be removed, which everyone should know, so that you don't, go overboard on the candies and they get taken away. So that's aware, and so that you guys are aware. And I have to say, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't like the buffs being overpowered. Like, people have buffs from a long time ago and no one else has them. I don't like that. But at the same time, if you farm all month and have all those buffs taken away, what's the point of even farming in the first place? So some balance definitely needs to be figured out there. Anyway, same stats as the Valentine's Day chocolate. As I was saying earlier, the attendance reward is actually glitched. If you completed it last year, it left you off exactly where you were last year. So if you completed it last year, that means you can't do the event anymore. If you were partway through like myself, you start right where you left off last year. So I was on Valentine's Day 14, so I turned that in and got a reward. Whereas on my newer account, I started off at 1, and then it's on 2 here. So that's just a silly glitch that they're going to have to fix, and it should have been looked at in the first place. I mean, I know they're copy and pasting the event, but they could at least think about a glitch like this, right? Also, there's no level cap on this reward, so people are already abusing it and creating a bunch of accounts and logging in, which is ridiculous. You know, guys, people who do abuse this event, and it is abuse. If you say it's not abuse, you're just lying to yourself. When you abuse this event, all you're doing is making it harder for them, or for Papaya, or for the developers to come out with content, because players are constantly abusing it. It's ridiculous. I hope you realize that. I hope people realize that all you're doing is slowing development of the game by abusing these events. Anyway, I'm not going to go off on that too much. And then last, the Valentine's Day random box is a little bit different. It looks like they added more stuff, which I guess is good. You can see the comparison here. Once again, I'm sorry, the quality is really bad. The one on the right is probably worse just because I took it from my video, so you can always go check out that video. I'm going to throw that video in the cards for this video, so you guys can go look at that if you want. But it's a little bit better than last year, I would say. Oh, you know what this is? You know what I just realized? I don't have an image of it, but I am pretty confident that this Valentine's Day random box is the same box from the D Shop last year, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure. Okay, because it has the step 1 and the step 3. Oh, that's hilarious. Minimal effort made by anyone. Ugh, God. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say about this event. It's okay, I guess. I guess it'll give people something to do, but do I plan on participating in it very much? No, not really. They took out 5v5 Coliseum, so I'm bored, so I might work on like a new character or something just for fun, but not super impressed with the event. I guess it's okay. That's all I have. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them down in the comments. And until next time, take care.